When it comes to the Sigma male personality, there's a lot more beneath the surface than meets the eye. Far from being a one-size-fits-all label, Sigma males are as diverse as they are enigmatic. They're known for their independence, introspection, and refusal to fit into the typical social hierarchies that drive most people. But not all Sigma males walk the same path or embrace the same strengths and quirks. Each type of Sigma male brings a unique approach to life that's worth exploring. Some are deeply analytical and strategic. Others prefer a creative solitude that lets them lose themselves in art or ideas. Some go after personal freedom with a laser focus, while others find meaning in quietly guiding those around them. However, many Sigmas possess two or more of these traits at once. They're men who define success on their own terms, refusing to compromise what they stand for, yet they express this in distinct ways. These different types of Sigma males reveal how complex and multi-layered this personality really is. This isn't about stereotypes or trendy personality types. It's about understanding the varied ways that these rare individuals live with integrity, purpose, and a quiet confidence that defies convention. Let's dive into the world of Sigma males, not just to label but to appreciate the unique journeys they each pursue. Number 1. The detached realist. The detached realist is someone who sees the world with an uncompromising clarity that's hard to find and even harder to ignore. They aren't swayed by trends, fantasies, or the what-ifs that capture other people's attention. Where most people view life through lenses colored by hope, fear, or expectation, the detached realist simply sees things as they are. No filters, no wishful thinking, just raw reality. They don't sugarcoat or soften the truth, nor do they let emotions cloud their judgment. This clear-sighted approach can be unsettling for others because it forces them to confront the parts of reality they might rather avoid or deny. The detached realist's strength lies in their ability to accept things as they are, not as they wish them to be. While others might spend time stuck in regret or what could have been, the detached realist moves forward, grounded in the present moment and practical action. They make decisions based on facts, not fantasies, and this grounded perspective gives them a kind of quiet resilience. They don't fall prey to disillusionment because they were never under any illusions in the first place. This realistic perspective gives them a steady presence, one that people find themselves drawn to in times of uncertainty. In a world often consumed by hype, noise, and unrealistic expectations, the detached realist stands as a reminder that clarity, acceptance, and a pragmatic approach can be far more powerful than idealism. Their detachment isn't cold, it's grounded, honest, and refreshingly authentic. Number 2, the quiet disruptor. The quiet disruptor is a master of subtle influence, someone who can reshape a situation without ever drawing attention to themselves. Unlike the loud, aggressive reformers who announce their intentions at every turn, the quiet disruptor lets their actions work in silence. They understand that true change often happens gradually, and they're patient enough to work behind the scenes, altering dynamics with an almost invisible touch. While others are busy making noise, this disruptor is observing, calculating, and making subtle moves that slowly shift the environment around them. They blend into the background, never seeking credit or the spotlight. And that's exactly what makes them so effective. They don't fight the system head-on. Instead, they find the hidden levers that can be pulled to redirect things from within. The quiet disruptor knows that small, consistent actions can be more transformative than loud demands. Their influence is felt, not seen, which keeps others from reacting defensively, allowing change to unfold almost naturally. By the time people start noticing what's different, the quiet disruptor's work is already done. They've altered perspectives, redefined norms, and opened doors without anyone realizing who made it happen. This subtle power isn't about ego or applause. It's about a genuine desire to make things better. Their methods may go unnoticed, but their impact is lasting, proving that true disruption doesn't always need a loud voice. It often just needs a steady hand and a clear vision. Number 3. The shadow diplomat. The shadow diplomat is the quiet force in any room, someone who can seamlessly blend into any environment yet maintain a subtle, undeniable influence. They don't need attention or titles to make an impact. Instead, they find strength in working behind the scenes, mastering the art of reading people and situations without making themselves the center of it all. While others are busy trying to be seen or heard, the shadow diplomat is paying close attention to what isn't being said, catching the small gestures, glances, and pauses that reveal true intentions. This deep understanding of social nuances lets them maneuver with precision, guiding situations toward their desired outcomes without anyone realizing it. What makes the shadow diplomat unique is their patience and restraint. They aren't impulsive or power-hungry. Instead, they're cool-headed, choosing their moves carefully and letting others believe they're in control. They don't push their influence aggressively. They shape the conversation subtly, making suggestions, asking questions, and steering dynamics so smoothly that others feel as if it was their own idea all along. It's a quiet form of power that works from within, rarely recognized but deeply effective. People might think the shadow diplomat is just another bystander, but in reality they're pulling strings and shaping outcomes with a skill that often goes unnoticed. In complex or tense situations, they're invaluable, knowing exactly when to speak up, when to hold back, and when to let others think they're leading, all the while guiding events to their advantage. Number 4. The intuitive strategist. The intuitive strategist is a rare type, someone who navigates life with a sharp instinct that feels almost supernatural. While most people spend their time analyzing every detail and weighing every option, the intuitive strategist simply knows, an ability that's difficult to explain and even harder to teach. This isn't guesswork. It's an instinct refined through observation and an acute understanding of human nature. Within moments of entering a room, they can gauge the energy, assess people's motives, and predict outcomes with remarkable accuracy. It's as if they see a few moves ahead on a chessboard that others don't even know they're playing on. Their strength lies in not needing complicated plans or endless data to act. With calm confidence, they often stay quiet while others argue over strategies, already a few steps ahead in their mind. When they finally do make a move, it's swift, precise, and often surprising to those around them who had no idea they were being outmaneuvered. People may underestimate them, mistaking their silence for inaction, but the intuitive strategist is always assessing, ready to strike when the timing is perfect. Their foresight is almost unnerving. While others react to what's in front of them, the intuitive strategist anticipates what's around the corner, staying a step ahead of the game. This natural advantage makes them invaluable in high-stakes situations and elusive in everyday life. A master of subtlety who sees the bigger picture long before anyone else. Number 5. The nomadic adventurer. The nomadic adventurer is fueled by a need for discovery that most people can't fully understand. Routine doesn't suit them. In fact, it drains them. They aren't satisfied by predictability or the comforts of a settled life. Instead, they're driven by the thrill of experiencing something new, something unexplored. For them, the world is a series of open doors, each one a chance to learn, change, and redefine who they are. The unknown isn't a source of fear, it's an invitation. They're unafraid to leave everything familiar behind, whether it's a place, a job, or a lifestyle, because they know that every new journey holds the potential to transform them. People often assume they're escaping something, but in reality, they're chasing growth. While others seek stability, the nomadic adventurer finds strength in adaptability. They're constantly reshaping their lives and themselves, using each place and each experience as fuel to become more than they were. This isn't recklessness. It's purpose, a way of living that prioritizes evolution over security. Their independence is striking. They're at peace with the idea of being alone, and they don't need approval or companionship to find meaning in their travels. Every new city, every culture, every person they meet along the way adds a layer to their understanding of the world and themselves. The nomadic adventurer lives a life that most only dream of, a life built not on the familiar but on the excitement of the unknown, with each step an embrace of endless possibilities. Number 6. The controlled storm. The controlled storm is a man of measured calm and relentless intensity. He doesn't raise his voice or lose his temper. He doesn't need to. Every reaction is calculated, every emotion held in check with unbreakable discipline. People might mistake him for detached, but those who look closer sense a potent energy simmering beneath the surface. It's a quiet force that draws people in, even if they can't put their finger on why. He moves through life like a tightly coiled spring, never letting his emotions spill over, yet always in motion, driven by a purpose only he fully understands. He has an intensity that people don't often see coming. His exterior may be cool, but the fire beneath is undeniable. This isn't someone who's driven by bursts of passion or quick outbursts. Instead, he channels that inner power into every decision, every step he takes. His calm isn't complacency, it's strategy, a focus that few people can match. He doesn't waste energy on small arguments or fleeting emotions. His determination is rooted and deep, pushing him forward like a quiet storm that can't be stopped. This controlled intensity unnerves people, not because he's aggressive, but because he's unpredictable in the best possible way. They sense his power, though he never flaunts it. He's like a storm that builds steadily, unshakable and resilient, moving forward with silent fury that only he fully comprehends. The controlled storm is a rare force, a powerful reminder that true strength often lies in restraint. Number 7. The paradoxical thinker. The paradoxical thinker is a rare type who moves through life with a mind that can hold two opposing ideas without breaking stride. They're not indecisive or confused. Instead, they're deeply comfortable with complexity, with the contradictions that others might see as problems to fix or avoid. While most people feel the need to choose sides or simplify things into black and white terms, the paradoxical thinker thrives in the gray areas. They understand that life isn't always straightforward and that real insight often comes from embracing the messy, conflicting parts of reality. This ability to accept multiple perspectives gives them a unique edge. They don't rush to judge or label situations because they know that there's usually more to the story. This open-mindedness makes them both insightful and unpredictable. They're not bound by conventional logic or set beliefs. When others feel stuck in rigid thinking, the paradoxical thinker can look at a problem from multiple angles, finding solutions and insights that others overlook. It's a kind of intellectual freedom that lets them explore ideas that don't fit neatly into a single category or ideology. Their presence challenges those around them to think more broadly, to question their own assumptions. People may not always understand the paradoxical thinker, but they often find themselves intrigued, even influenced, by this ability to navigate contradictions without losing direction. It's a subtle power, a way of seeing the world that's both expansive and deeply grounded, allowing them to remain centered even in the face of complexity. Number 8. The unapologetic survivor. The unapologetic survivor is a force of resilience, someone who has weathered the toughest storms and emerged stronger, even if a bit bruised. Life has thrown its worst at him, and he's taken every hit without losing his core. His scars, emotional, physical, or both, aren't hidden away. They're there for everyone to see, not as badges of weakness, but as proof of battles fought and survived. He doesn't flinch from his past or try to rewrite it. Instead, he lets it speak for itself, embracing every chapter, no matter how painful or messy it might look to others. What makes him truly captivating is his rawness. There's no polish, no pretense, no trying to fit into anyone else's version of strength. He isn't concerned with looking good or following rules about what resilience should look like. He knows what it's like to be at rock bottom and to claw his way back, and that grit can't be faked or taught. People are drawn to him because he embodies survival in its purest form, without apologies, without asking for sympathy, without needing validation. They respect him not because he's reached some pinnacle of success, but because he's still here, still standing, despite every reason not to be. His strength isn't flashy or loud. It's in his steady presence, in the way he stands tall, refusing to let the past define or limit him. He's a testament to the power of enduring exactly as he is. Number 9. The self-taught maverick. The self-taught maverick is a rare breed in a world obsessed with credentials and formal qualifications. They're not anti-learning. In fact, they're incredibly driven, but they refuse to follow the prescribed routes most people take. These mavericks find excitement in exploring subjects independently, unbound by traditional rules or structured paths. They're the ones who dive into complex subjects, mastering them on their own terms, whether through relentless research, hands-on experience, or sheer trial and error. Where others see a need for guidance, they see an opportunity to carve their own path. What truly sets the self-taught maverick apart is their confidence in their abilities regardless of external validation. They don't need a certificate or a degree to prove their skills. They know what they're capable of because they've earned it through self-discipline and relentless curiosity. Institutions and formalities don't hold much weight for them. Their worth isn't tied to approval from established systems. They are innovators, bringing fresh, unexpected perspectives that others often miss. When faced with a challenge, they're likely to approach it from a unique angle, finding solutions that more traditionally trained individuals might overlook. The self-taught maverick doesn't need the backing of academia or the applause of society. They are fueled by a deep internal drive. In a sense, they redefine what it means to be skilled and intelligent, proving that true mastery comes from within, not from the outside world's validation. Number 10. The Stoic Sigma. The Stoic Sigma is a study in quiet resilience. When others flinch, react, or scramble for control, the Stoic Sigma stands apart, centered and unshaken. They aren't numb to emotions, nor are they detached from the world around them. They simply refuse to be ruled by passing impulses or the chaos others might stir. Their calm isn't an act, it's a decision, a practice of internal discipline. In a heated conversation or under pressure, they don't waste energy trying to shout over others or scramble to win arguments. Instead, they listen, assess, and often say less than expected. This restraint unnerves those around them, especially those who rely on drama or dominance to feel validated. The Stoic Sigma knows that silence often has more power than any argument. They let their actions and presence do the talking. They don't feel the need to perform or to constantly affirm their identity, which makes them a puzzle to most people, especially those who crave attention or need to prove themselves. Others may misinterpret this calm as aloofness or indifference, but the Stoic Sigma is simply unmoved by the chaos, focused on a broader, more meaningful perspective. In a world full of noise and ego, the Stoic Sigma's quiet confidence stands out, a steady force that can't be easily disrupted or swayed. Their presence is subtle but strong, challenging the idea that louder is better, proving that true power often lies in stillness. As we wrap up, in a world where people are often defined by how well they fit in, the Sigma male stands out for his independence, depth, and unique way of moving through life. Unlike the typical alpha or beta types, Sigma males don't seek status or validation from others. They're self-driven, with a mindset and approach that are all their own. But not all Sigma males are the same. There's an incredible diversity in how they think, act, and connect with the world. From the quiet observer who reads people like a book, to the restless adventurer who craves the unknown, each type of Sigma male brings a distinct edge, shaped by his personality and life experiences. This list dives into 10 different types of Sigma males, each with their own unique strengths, perspectives, and ways of navigating life. These aren't stereotypes or one-size-fits-all roles. They're nuanced personalities that reveal just how varied and complex the Sigma mindset can be. Whether driven by intellect, instinct, resilience, or curiosity, these Sigma types embody qualities that make them fascinating, unpredictable, and often misunderstood.